Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. So the countdown to Valentine's Day has already started and I've been planning to do a date night fragrance list for quite some time now, and I thought this is the best time to bring out this video because everyone is getting ready for their romantic date night or evening out on the 14th of February. So maybe my perfume suggestions will help you in some way or the other, and here's hoping for that. So I've got 10 suggestions for all of you here today, and I hope you find them helpful. By the way, I'll start the video by mentioning that my scent of the day today is Baccarat Rouge 540. I don't have the full bottle, so I have a sample over here, which is I think 10 ml. So I actually had this, I have this since November, and I've been planning to do a video with Instant Crush because I heard it across various videos that this is like Instant Crush is like a clone of Baccarat Rouge 540, and I completely disagree. So this is my scent of the day, and if you have this fragrance, you can always wear it. I think to Baccarat Rouge 540 is completely overhyped, and it's really got a lot of attention, a lot of accolades, but yeah, it's a crowd pleaser. So if you have that fragrance, you can always wear it. It's something that is easily likable, and it's like sweet floral to my nose, and yeah, you can wear it. But there are some other fragrances here with me, so I'd like to share them with you. Let's get started. So this is a top 10 list, but I have two honorary mentions which I feel are like perfect for a date night, perfect for a romantic evening out, and perfect for this occasion of Valentine's Day. But since I hear that they are mostly discontinued, one of this is discontinued, so I didn't want to place it in the main list. So if you have it or if you can get it, then definitely. This is Tom Ford's Shanghai Lily, and this is one of my all-time favorites. I use it very sparingly because after a lot of trouble and after a lot of kind of scouting for it, I've got my bottle. This is very special perfume for that reason, and I think this is actually very romantic and very, very seductive kind of a mysterious perfume, which is perfect for a lady who is out on a romantic night out or a date. So this kind of makes you a little, I feel this kind of makes the woman like a mysterious person and someone who needs to be known better. So definitely Shanghai Lily. The other perfume that I have as an honorary mention is completely different. This is more of a sweet and more comforting kind of a coconut scent, in my opinion. This is Crystal Noir from Versace, and I just love this. Is such a beautiful, cozy, and both of these, they have incredible longevity, especially this one. And this is from a very affordable designer range, but the perfume is beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous perfume. So if you have this, you can try this out. And now we go to the main list of the top 10 Valentine's Day perfumes. So I'll continue with Tom Ford's because I have another two Tom Fords with me, and I cannot be blamed for that because Tom Ford makes beautifully romantic, seductive kind of perfumes which are perfect for intimate evening night outs and date nights. So this is Champaca Absolute from Tom Ford, and this is a bit floral, powdery, a bit sweet but not too sweet kind of a perfume, and this is an oriental floral fragrance, and it lasts for a long time on my skin. The projection, I feel whenever I have used it, the projection is not huge, but it's good enough. It's fairly good enough and for you to get noticed, and that's, I think, perfectly all right. It's a beautiful balance, actually. It's a beautifully balanced perfume, not too loud, not too sweet, and yet it's very, very charming. The notes here are cognac, Dyer's greenweed, bergamot. The middle notes comprise of champaca, orchid, jasmine and violet. So you have a lot of floral notes in the middle. The base notes comprise of vanilla, sandalwood, amber and marron glaze. So that's where the little bit of sweetness comes from its beautifully balanced sweetness, which I love about this perfume, because I'm not too fond of extra sweet perfumes. And the floral notes are not too strong, not too intense to give you a headache, and they work beautifully. Very, very charming and very beautiful perfume. The next perfume that I have in my hand is a perfume that's more suited for the fall and winter, but it's February, and most parts of the world, especially in India, we still have a beautifully cold, warm, cold kind of a climate. So it's more like a hide and seek. So I believe you can take your chances and wear this. So this is Angel Muse, and it's a beautiful chocolate vetiver patchouli fragrance that I feel works wonderfully, especially the longevity of this, and the projection is incredible. So you can be rest assured about a very good consistent performance of the perfume around you. Incredibly balanced chocolate perfume, in my opinion. It's not chocolate as in the word chocolate. It's not like you're going to smell like a bar of chocolate or anything like that, because there's patchouli in it, there's patchouli and vetiver in it, which works beautifully to balance the cocoa. I can promise you a longevity that's more than 7 to 8 hours. So definitely try this out if you have it. If we are talking about love and romance, we cannot leave this fragrance out, and this is Christian Dior's Addict. I think I've said this many a times. This is gorgeous. This is just gorgeous. Anybody thinking of making a list of vanilla fragrances cannot leave this one out. But then there's this beautiful balance of vanilla and white florals and sandalwood, in my opinion. This one does not have, officially this one does not have sandalwood. This is the 2014 formulation, but I always have a hint, I always get that hint of sandalwood with vanilla, which makes it more and more beautiful. This is, again, almost all the perfumes that I've picked up today have a very, very good longevity, and this one is one of them. Amazing projection and amazing longevity. Lasts easily for 6 to 7 hours consistently. It does not fade away before that. Creamy vanilla, white floral, beautiful combination, and something that you should definitely give it a try. A very, very romantic perfume, in my opinion. I cannot think of a more romantic perfume than this one from Tom Ford, and this is Black Orchid EDP. I'm mentioning EDP because a lot of people talk about the EDT being more, more likable, but I think I like this one much more. Wow, this is like a burst of perfume flavors that is just unmistakably, quintessentially romantic, in my opinion. This is the perfect definition of a romantic, seductive, loving perfume that I would, love encounter kind of a perfume that I would choose. A bit of sweetness, a bit of the earthiness, a bit spiciness, nothing too overwhelming. It's quite a fantastic thing that a designer perfume is so well rounded, so well blended, that you cannot pick a single note to be the more overwhelming one over others, but it's like overall it gives you an amazing perfume. Any day, if I had to choose one perfume from Tom Ford's collection, and most of them from the Privé collection, I would give more marks to Black Orchid, because this is so amazing as a perfume. This lasts amazingly long, about 6 to 8 hours easily, and the projection, the sillage, everything is incredible. Amazing perfume. I mean, forget about the projection and the longevity and everything. The perfume itself is something just too good, too romantic, seductive, alluring, you name it, this one has it. The next perfume that I have in my hand is something, again, if I'm talking about romantic perfumes, this cannot be missed. But to me, this is like a sweet lady kind of fragrance. This is Mon Guerlain, and it's just so complete in itself. This is like, to me, I think, if you ask me, this is like a signature scent. This has the qualities of a round the year perfume for any occasion. This is just ultra feminine and ultra beautiful to me, and it's got that beautiful iris powderiness and that vanilla creaminess. It opens with a little bit of little bit of freshness from the bergamot, and the lavender works amazingly. Lavender being used for mostly for, very rarely used for women's fragrances, has been amazingly blended with this perfume. And of course vanilla and sandalwood at the base makes for that creamy, amazingly long lasting. Okay, many people say that this is not very long lasting, but I would differ because this lasts amazingly long on my skin. So if you are one person who has a good longevity experience from Mon Guerlain, can easily wear Mon Guerlain for your Valentine's Day evening or date nights. Beautiful perfume. The next perfume that I have in my hand is one of the most popular releases of 2019. This is Nishane's Annie, and if you ask me, this is a beautiful gameplay, beautiful combination of cardamom, vanilla and patchouli. That's my opinion. Of course there's a little bit of fragrant woodiness from the cedar and sandalwood present at the base. There are a lot of notes over here. If I can just share them with you, it's bergamot, ginger, pink pepper and green notes at the top. There's blackcurrant, Turkish rose and cardamom in the middle. There's patchouli, vanilla, cedar, benzoin, ambergris, sandalwood and musk at the base. But I get cardamom, patchouli and vanilla and a little bit of sandalwood and cedar woodiness. So that's it. But the main thing about the fragrance is that this is amazingly long lasting. This is very pleasant and very, very likable. It would be amazing as an accessory. So there are two reasons that I picked up this perfume. One reason is that not everybody is same. So there are ladies, there are girls, there are women who like to wear very dainty, delicate kind of perfumes that are not extremely loud or not extremely in your face kind of huge projection kind of perfume. They like to wear delicate, subtle kind of perfumes. So for them this is perfect, and this is Serge Lutens Datura Noir. And the second reason being that it could be a day-long outing or something like that. So for that, it's not, if it is not a nighttime thing, then many of these perfumes that I've already mentioned may not be very, very well suited. But this is something that can carry you through the day and even the evening. It is like a silent, it is like a dark horse. It is like a dark horse. It works wonderfully. I'm not a tuberose fan. I'm not a white florals fan, but this one is amazing. This one has always, kind of impressed me with its longevity, with its subtle projection, subtle sillage. People around you will be able to get the whiff of the perfume without you choking them or without you announcing what kind of perfume you're wearing. This is amazingly beautiful and very, very elegant. It is as elegant as the perfume looks over here. So if you're going out during the day, or if you just want to wear something very soft and delicate and subtle, then you can choose this. So we have come to the final four, and these are essentially nighttime perfumes, and I feel that the romantic quotient in them, all the things that you need for a Valentine's Day or even a date night, all the things that you need to add to your appearance or your total get-up with the help of a perfume, they are all there in these four. The first one that I'm picking up is beautiful rose fragrance. If you are a fan of rose fragrances, then this is one that will definitely allure you, and this is Atomic Rose from the house of Initio. Oh, beautiful. See, there are two things. One is I'm extremely partial when it comes to Initio, and secondly, I'm not a huge fan of rose fragrances. Rose I'm not the best floral fragrance fan, but rose is something which is very commonly found in as a note in fragrances. But then there are so many other elements, so many other facets, like so many other notes that kind of balance the rose, and that actually makes a rose fragrance very, very tempting. And for a romantic occasion like Valentine's Day, which is always about red roses, this is a beautiful rose fragrance that you can wear. I don't need to reiterate that they are all amazingly strong when it comes to longevity and projection, and Initio as a brand is known for that. So this is more like a beautiful watery diluted rose fragrance. Diluted, I'm saying, because it does not have that intensity of a rose fragrance that often becomes headache inducing. This is a beautifully subtle, elegant kind of a rose, very very beautiful. I have to say that these are all unisex fragrances from Initio, but Atomic Rose leans a bit feminine. It's soft, it's very delicate. It's a combination of Turkish and Bulgarian rose along with jasmine working. So it's totally elegant. You can check this out and I'm sure you will like it. The next one is one of my favorites, and I just love this perfume. I just love this perfume, and more importantly, I feel this is night time in a bottle. This is what a romantic night out fragrance is all about. This to me is like a celebration of strength and femininity together. Women can be feminine and soft and subtle, and at the same time be very strong, and this perfume is an example of that. This is Sisley's Eau de Soie. This is the kind of perfume that I love. This has a whole lot of notes. I'll just give you a few. This has mandarin orange and grapefruit at the top. This has carnation, iris and jasmine in the middle. This is patchouli, oak moss, rose, lily of the valley, juniper, pepper and syringa. This is amber and musk. So a whole table of notes working there. And again, a very well-rounded, well-blended kind of perfume. That kind of no note over here is overpowering the other, which gives you a dominant note. This is all about the perfume in a totality, in a whole. So you can enjoy the perfume without bothering to think that it's a vanilla fragrance or a amber or a musk or anything like that. This is just the perfume for a romantic date night and a Valentine's Day occasion. So the next perfume is again one of my favorites, and I can't tell you how incredibly seductive and romantic this one sounds. This is Narciso Rodriguez EDT for her, and oh my god, this can be a blind buy even for someone who does not like musk. I love musk, and I think I started loving musk from this perfume. Musk is everywhere in this perfume. Apart from musk, you have orange blossom, amber, patchouli and sandalwood, and it is musk dominated, but I'm sure the other notes play a very important role in making this perfume so gorgeous. If you have this in your collection, do not look anywhere else, just wear this and go. I've come down to the final two fragrances, and this one that I have here with me now is one of my most favorites, one of my first niche fragrances. This is Santal Complete from Fragrance du Bois. This to me smells like luxury. This to me smells like elegance in a bottle. If you're wearing something special, if you're going somewhere special, then this is the kind of perfume that you might consider buying or even wearing if you have it in your collection. Though I would suggest, if you have it in your collection, do wear it if you want to, but this is maybe a little expensive, so do not rush out and consider buying this right now. But if you want to, just check it out, because this is worth checking out. This is one, oh my god, this is beautiful. This is vanilla, sandalwood, amber, musk and a little bit of coconut working. The coconut is very little, subtle, and the vanilla and the sandalwood is definitely dominating, but the musk and amber play a beautiful role, and you can sniff it, you can get it. And again, a very well blended, well rounded kind of a fragrance where you cannot say which is playing a more dominant role, and it's all together makes for a beautiful, gorgeous woman kind of a perfume. Santal Complete is, in my opinion, a very mature kind of a perfume. So this is more like a mature woman who is, who knows what she wants kind of perfume. This is not a teenager's perfume. That's all I'm trying to say. And finally, I have a fragrance that I have been looking forward to buying for a long time. I'm very lucky that I have got it, and it's a beautiful, gorgeous fragrance. And this is Oud Satin Mood from I don't know if you can hear it, but there are actually two pigeons fighting outside. And it's quite a deadly fight. Okay, subsided for some time now, so I can finish before they restart. So this is Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Oud Satin Mood, a beautiful, a gorgeous oriental woody fragrance. This to me smells like luxury in a bottle. This is like a rich, dignified, elegant, powerful kind of a fragrance, which is more like a rose, and the most subtle rose that I have ever come across, along with a hint of oud. I don't get too much of oud in here, but I get rose and vanilla mostly. So to me, this is a very elegant kind of a fragrance. If you have it, this may be a little expensive, but if you have it, you can definitely wear this. And if you don't have it, do check it out. I'm not saying do go and jump and buy it, because you have to know that this is your kind of fragrance, because most of the time we end up buying something which is hyped up, which is talked about more and more, and we don't forget the fact that we are a person, and as the perfume has to suit our personalities individually. So that is very important. So I may be giving you a whole lot of choices because I have them with me, but you don't have to get all of them. You can just buy one, but do buy one that suits your personality, suits your tastes accordingly. So with that, I hope you all have a great Valentine's Day ahead. Enjoy your time, and till I see you next time very soon in my next video. Lots of love. Bye.